Hello and welcome back. So we're going to do another poster look here. This is Creepshow 2. Now I chose the poster for Creepshow 2 for two reasons. A, I think it's better than the first Creepshow poster. It's just kind of amusing seeing the kind of crypt keeper watching a movie in the cinema. Kind of like let's all go to the lobby, let's all go to the lobby, let's all go to the lobby and eat somebody's face. It's just a really fun picture, and that's the thing about Creepshow 2. It is just a fun movie. It is scary. If you've never seen the Creepshow movies, it's not a whole movie. It's kind of like an anthology. There's like three shorter movies in one movie, and these are brought to you from like Stephen King and Steven Spielberg that worked together to make the first two, which is just really awesome. Those two working together. I think finally King found someone he could actually work with. You know, he's notoriously known for not liking working with people with their movies. The three stories are great. Like I said, the second one's a bit better than the first one. But we're talking about posters here. And this poster is just, again, it kind of sums it up. Like, yes, it's scary. Yes, it's gruesome. But it has a light-hearted side to it as well. And it's not quite the same as, you know, Tales from the Crypt, and we're going to get into that another episode when we're talking about TV shows, but it's still a fun watch, and if you want to see like three shorter movies and you don't want to sit through a whole movie, definitely worth it. Okay, so up next we have The Monster Squad. Now this movie is dear and near to me because I loved watching this movie growing up as a kid. Has it aged well? Not really. There's still some parts that just look really old, but if you're somebody around about the age of my age, I'm not going to say what that is, you probably still remember and enjoy the memories of this movie. And I think kids, like young teens, would still enjoy this movie because it's a great introduction to that classic monsters that you can see in the poster. You've got your Wolfman, you've got Mummy, you've got Frankenstein's monster, you have the creature from the Black Lagoon, which is awesome. It's a great introduction for the younger audience to these classic monsters. And then you've got the kids looking cool and rad sat in the front of the car. And yes, this car does actually belong in the movie. There is a reason for it. It's not there for posterior effects. And, you know, I just remember seeing the kids seeing this poster like, well, those kids are cool, especially the kid on the right with the leather jacket, because he's just awesome and everybody wanted to be like him. The movie's pretty simple. Basically, a bunch of monsters get dropped in, quite literally from an airplane, into the town, and you know, Dracula's nefarious plan, he's the leader of the monsters, wants to take over the world. And it's up to these kids to stop them because the monsters don't believe them. There's some classic lines like, whoa, Wolfman's got nads. And just some silly parts like when the little girl writes the letter to the army and they actually come. It's like, dear army guys, there's monsters in my town. We need you to come and stop them. And then at the end of the movie, the entire US Army's there. I mean, it's silly, but it's fun. And that kind of sums up this poster. It's like, meant to be cool, meant to be a little scary, but not too scary, just scary enough for you know, young teens, younger kids. There's some silly fun moments in it. Definitely worth a watch. If you didn't watch this when you were growing up, watch it. If you haven't seen it and maybe you have a kid who's around 10, older, try watching it with them because I think they'll enjoy it just for the sake of the movie, and you probably enjoy it just for the memory's sake as well. Okay. Street Trash. I'm not going to talk about this movie too much because I am reviewing this movie, or I have reviewed this movie. When I'm recording this right now, I'm not sure what the order is, so either you've already watched this review or it's going to be coming up soon. But this movie is street trash. It is kind of trashy, but kind of cool. It reminds me of kind of a trauma movie, but it's not a trauma movie. I think the picture really actually sums up this movie really, really well. It's dirty, it's grimy, it's silly, it's ridiculous. It's everything that poster shows and more. So I think it does a really good job kind of just showing you what this movie could be, at least the lower limitations of it. But again, the poster still just is like the tip of the iceberg. And I think one reason why it kind of looks this way is because there's probably not much more they could put in where they would be able to show on the poster, because the movie is just so, I don't know, in your face. Like every moment of it's hard to actually show clips or something like that because it is just a vile movie. But it's a vile movie done well, much like this poster. I don't know how many of you have actually watched this movie, but that whole thing with the toilet and you see the person being flushed down, that's not someone trying to sell the movie. That kind of happens in the movie. It's actually showing you part of the scene there, believe it or not. Yeah. So either I hope you enjoyed the review and you're going to go watch the movie now, or not go see the movie after that review, or stay tuned and watch that review. But this poster, trust me, it does this movie justice, but I think this is as much as they could show with getting away with it and the censors just saying, nope. Okay, well, that's going to be it for now. I'm going to do one more episode with movie posters. That's it, probably. It depends on my time if I'm running out, because these are easier to do and they're quicker to do. And there's a lot to talk about with movie posters. I do enjoy looking at the art and remembering the movies and talking about it. All right, so that's it. And I will see you later. Bye.